All right, you guys, Jufro Fragrance is back again today. So guys, today I wanted to do a video for you guys about, there's 4 fragrances out there right now that I have come across that to me are very similar, but go in different directions. So I kind of wanted to talk to you about all 4 of them, which of the 4 I would recommend. I mean, I'll give you guys kind of a countdown, but it'll go like this. These are the fragrances that are gonna be in play, and I'm curious what you guys think as well. Parfums de Marley Carlisle. This is a decant of Mancera Red Tobacco. Argos, Triumph of Bacchus. And one you might not be familiar with, Pearla, Nera, Passione. So, like I said, I want to tell you guys about it, rank from 4th to 1, and I'd be curious what you guys think, if you guys feel the same way I do, and if these are, you know, something that you're interested in the vibe, all right? All right, so number 4 on this list, and probably one I would never want a full bottle of in my collection, and I'll get into the reasons why, is Mancera Red Tobacco. Now, of the 4 fragrances, this is going to be the strongest one out of all 4 of them. This thing is heavy. I mean, I feel like it's even been toned down a little bit from when I smelled it a few years ago, and I got 12 hours on my skin with this decant. So the problem I have with this particular fragrance, so what I get in there, you do get the saffron, there's a pear apple note. Cinnamon is very, very heavy in the opening. And of course, as it dries down, it smooths out, with the tobacco, a little bit of vanilla in there as well. Now, my problem again is the opening. It is very harsh. It smells kind of like, to me, like a big red bubblegum in a sense, which I actually like the way that smells, but like an off version of it. I don't know, makes sense to you or not. But it's too heavy. Now, the dry down is very beautiful. And so when I've rated this before, I've given it a 3 out of a 5 just because of the fact that I don't think like I said, the opening is awful. And here's the problem as well. Now, I know for everybody's skin is different, but on my skin, that harshness that's there, it lasts for over an hour. Now, I don't know, maybe my skin's broken and you have a different experience with it. But to me, because of that, I have to, like I said, I have to lower it to a 3. The dry down, very similar to Carlisle. There's a lot of similarities there. And I know what direction they were trying to go with it, with the cinnamon, but I wouldn't do it. Now, of course, this is going to be good, and with all these, are going to be good for fall and winter. To me, you're going to want, I think, especially with this one, if you're going out somewhere and you want a lot of attention, because like I said, this thing is beast mode, lasts a long time. It's the heaviest one out of all of these. So that's Mancera Red Tobacco. So again, I think this is not that great, but hey, maybe you guys like it more. I'll give you guys what's number 3. So number 3, like I said, it might be one you're not very familiar with. Now, it's very, very similar to Red Tobacco. There's a lot of similarities with that one in particular. And that is Pearla, Nera, Passione. So here's why I like it more. That heavy, harsh opening is not in this. And that's why I rank it above Red Tobacco. Now, again, dry down, same thing, very similar. You get the vanilla in there, you get the woody notes, get the tobacco in there. There is some jasmine in here, so it's a little bit different floral elements than I think in Red Tobacco, at least I pick up. But the cinnamon in there is light. So that's why I give this a nod above Red Tobacco. Actually, to me, it's way better than Red Tobacco. So, because I actually gave this a 5 for a rating. This is smoother. Like I said, you don't get that heavy and harshness with it. Now, this does perform. I get over 10 hours with my skin with it. Now, is it the projection beast that Red Tobacco is? No, but you can smell from a good distance away. I mean, I'd say maybe like half arm length, which I think is pretty good. So if you just imagine you like Red Tobacco, but that opening you don't like and you want something smoother, not as sharp, this is one right here. And it's also reasonably priced, just like Red Tobacco. So now the whole list, I think Red Tobacco is the cheapest. This is the second cheapest. This is at $99 for a 3.4 ounce here. So you really can't go wrong with that. But Yeah, actually, and that's a good thing with all the Pearla Nera fragrances, they're all $99. So they're all 100 ml. So that's one, like I said, you don't like the harshness, but you still want that vibe for fall and winter. Pearla Nera Passion. Now, number 2 on this list is such a gorgeous fragrance. I think it's so classy. It's beautifully done. Why I have this at number 2 and not number 1? The reason why is because of the opening. To me, is a little strong on the side where it can kind of be off, but not for me. But I've heard that from people, and that's Parfums de Marley Carlisle. Now again, to me, this is an absolute stunner. This is for you want a classy fragrance, something where you got an event, you're wearing a black tie. It's especially in the cooler weather. I don't know how it would be in the summer because if it's hot, it could be kind of heavy. Even though it's not necessarily a beast mode performer, but just because I think because of the ingredients that are in there, might be too heavy for summer. But for fall, winter, and even spring, this is such a gorgeous fragrance. Now, but the difference I also feel where it is, and I don't pick it up, is there is no tobacco in here. I don't pick up tobacco in there as well. Oh, I think this is a little bit leaking. But it smells good though. But you do get the patchouli in there. You do get vanilla in there, some tonka. So even though I don't pick up any tobacco, it does have the vibe of red tobacco and Passion, which has a tobacco note in there. But this is very seductive. It's beautifully done. I think it's just well balanced. It's one of Parfums de Marley's best fragrances. I have it on my whole list for Parfums de Marley at number 4. But it's such a gorgeous scent. And like I said, it's classy. It's classy. It's not, just like I said, my wife has, smelled this on me. She says the opening is kind of heavy, but as it dries down, it smooths out. For her, for me, I like it from beginning to end. But I guess I can see where people think that. But this is Parfums de Marley Carlisle. All right. Well, and number 1 is Triumph of Bacchus from Argos. So I was intrigued by this. I actually want a full bottle of it. I really need a full bottle of it. As you can see, I put a good dent in my decant. This is a 10 ml because I love the smell of this. This is absolutely phenomenal. I think it's better than Carlisle. And there is a reason why I think it is. The reason why is there's 2 notes in there. Like I said, there's similarities there. Obviously, there is more of a tobacco note in there, which you don't pick up in Carlisle, but you do in the other 2. It is a rum and a peach note. Now, what this reminds me of, and like I said, this is a high quality version, is a peach Swisher Sweet. Now, Swisher Sweets, if you know what they are, they're cheap cigars that you use to cut open, and that's a whole nother story about what you use them for. But anyways, is a peach Swisher Sweet. Now, I used to smoke those, so back in the days of my early 20s, so that's why that vibe, that smell. I like, like you guys, if you guys already know my channel already, I like a little bit of a fruity vibe. So where that's Swisher Sweets and those are cheap and not, and they're not great quality, this would be like a Cohiba version of it. But that's what sets this apart to me from the other 3, is that you can pick it up, the peach and the rum. Like I said, it's not very, very boozy, but there are boozy elements in there. To me, this is one of the best fragrances I think that's out there. Not a lot of people talk about it. I mean, I know I don't talk about it. I should talk about it more. But this is such a... Now, you might think to yourself, now, would you wear it for a classy event? Yes, because, again, that peach and rum, it's not where the fruity scent where it's like a Tiziani Tenzi Kirky or a Herba Pura. Not like that, where it's like heavily fruity, where it's like for teenagers and stuff like that. No, the way the fruity is in here, where it's balanced and touched out with the tobacco, with the saffron, with the vanilla in there, it just smooths it out and just takes it to a whole nother level. Argos, I commend you on this because this is just a phenomenal blend. It's such a high quality scent. I really want a full bottle of this because, like I said, again, this is just such a gorgeous fragrance. To me, like I said, I don't see it being talked about a lot. I know it came out a couple years ago, but where I know people talk about Carlisle and put it very high up, this surpasses it to me. So again, guys, if you love that whole vibe, again, it's you would have to like tobacco in there. The one key element I think that's in all 4 of them is the saffron is in there. There's some vanilla in there. They kind of do go in different directions, Well, all four of them. Well, I mean, Passione and Red Tobacco are probably the most similar out of the two, from like beginning to end. But that whole scent profile, like I said, I love. So, but Argos is the winner. Peace Vanilla, guys. I'd be curious. Have you tried all four of these? If you have, where would you rank these? And if you haven't tried it, I would, like I said, I would give Argos a shot. It could be pricey, but it's worth it, y'all. As always, guys, if you could like, comment, subscribe, and share, hit that bell, gives you notifications. Cheers, bro.